The light in the ceiling didn't just shine, it buzzed. It was a low, angry hum that made Jarek feel like his teeth were vibrating loose in his gums. He sat in the middle of the hard floor, his knees pulled to his chest. His fingers were bloody and raw where he had spent days picking at his own skin, just to see if he could feel something, anything, other than the cold, gray nothingness of the walls. 32, Jarek whispered to the wall. He had decided the light flickered 32 times every hour. If he was right, he was in control. I am the king, you hear me? I am the king of this box. The dust is my army. He crawled over to the corner, where the concrete met the floor in a dark, damp seam. He spent hours talking to the cracks. He was convinced that if he traced the lines with his eyes long enough, he would find the exit hidden in the patterns. You guys are my only friends, he said, pressing his ear against the cold dirt. They're out there, you know. Sometimes I hear a click. Sometimes I hear a scratch. They're watching, waiting to see if I'll stop being a man, but I won't. I'm waiting for the door. He stood up and began to pace. He walked in circles until the floor felt like it was spinning beneath him. He did this for hours, then days. His sense of time had dissolved into a thick, foggy sludge. He forgot what the sun looked like. He forgot the names of things. He pointed at the empty air. Look, he told the empty room. A table, a nice wooden table. It's waiting for me to sit. It says the air is just a big, bright eye that got tired of watching us. He argued with his own shadow, which stretched long and thin against the floor. Stop following me. You're stealing my space. Why are you always there? Get away. He grabbed a sharp, jagged piece of plastic he had pulled from the wall and tried to stab the shadow. He couldn't catch it, so he fell to his knees and cried. He cried until his throat felt like it was filled with broken glass. He was so empty, so hollowed out, that he felt like he was just a ghost haunting his own body. He didn't know his own name anymore. He was just a pulse, a breath, a hunger. Then the noise started. Clank, bang, screech. The heavy metal door groaned. It moved so slowly, a taunting, mechanical crawl that made Jarek freeze. The bolts slid back one by one, a series of sounds that felt like nails on a chalkboard. The door swung open, and a sliver of hallway light cut into the room. A young girl stepped inside. She was small, wearing a simple white dress that looked blindingly bright in the gray room. She didn't say a word. She just stood there, her eyes wide, tears carving clean tracks through the grime on her cheeks. Jarek stared at her. He didn't see a child. He didn't see a daughter. He didn't see a person at all. He saw a moving light. He saw a break in the pattern. He saw something warm in a world of cold stone. What are you? Jarek asked, his voice a dry, rasping whisper. Daddy, the girl sobbed, taking a step toward him. Please, it's me. Daddy, Jarek repeated. The word meant nothing to him. It was just a sound like the hum of the light. You're a glitch. You're a beautiful, soft glitch in the math. I just want to go home, she whimpered, reaching out a hand. Jarek lunged. It wasn't the movement of a man. It was the desperate, frantic strike of a starving animal. He moved so fast the motion blurred. He slammed her into the concrete, pinning her down. The sound of her sudden, sharp scream was the best thing he had heard in years. It was loud. It was real. It wasn't the hum of the light. He didn't see a girl. He saw a way to stop the emptiness. He felt a sudden, sharp clarity, a terrible, hungry realization that if he just held her, if he made her part of him, he would never have to be alone again. He opened his mouth and leaned down. As he tore into her, a sudden, sharp pop echoed through the room. A hidden speaker in the ceiling crackled to life, static giving way to the sound of roaring, thunderous applause. And that's a wrap, a voice boomed over the speakers, cheery and bright, sounding like a game show host. Give it up for our contestant, folks. What a finish. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors. Jarek paused, his face wet and red, blinking up at the speaker. He started to laugh, a wet, choking sound, as the sound of clinking champagne glasses and joyous cheering filled the room, confirming that he hadn't been forgotten. He had been the entertainment all along.